Hello and welcome to this episode of Voices of Fostering. Today I'm delighted to be joined by one of our lovely foster carers, Suzanne. Welcome, Suzanne.
Hi, you okay?
I'm good, yeah. How are you, Suzanne?
Oh, good.
Good stuff. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It's lovely to have you with us. Now, you've been a foster carer for 1 year, haven't you? Have you just celebrated your 1 year anniversary?
Yeah, just with the panel, pastel, brilliant, glowing references. It was really nice.
Amazing. Congratulations. And just take us back really, Suzanne. Let's start at the very beginning. You've been a foster carer for a year, but I imagine the whole process started quite a bit before that. You've probably been thinking about it for years before that. How did it all begin for you?
So my mum used to foster. I think I was about 17 and I'd left home.
Oh, right.
She started fostering and I was like, are you mad? You've got all your children and now you want to foster? Like, she's crazy. But we had some really, really lovely kids and it was nice. It was lovely growing up like that. And then I got into retail management. I was there for 16 years at Aldi. And started thinking, oh God, I do this forever. And it was loads of red and it's like working like a horse. And I started thinking about it and talking to my parent and saying, would you like to do it? And they was like, yeah, let's go for it. Ended up leaving Aldi, got a Tesla. So in the year got adult training with fostering. So it was nice to be able to do all the training. Well, really, really thorough, and I enjoyed it actually.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people say that. Yeah, they really do. We'll talk about that in a sec. But firstly, you were inspired by your own parent then, weren't you? That's amazing.
Yeah. I worked for Bernardo's for, God, about 10 years, I think. Yeah.
And what are some of your memories? You say, you was it 17 when your mum started fostering? So, you were possibly leaving the home. But what are some of your memories of foster children being part of your family?
And yeah, I think they used to do West Side. And then it's called Stay Over now.
Yeah.
But we had one boy, Greg, for about 6 years. And I looked at him like a little brother. So I used to walk him out. It was always there. It was part of the family.
Yeah. And you said that initially you were a bit like, wow, why are you doing this when you've just got rid of all your kids? But did you understand the method in the madness as time went on?
Yeah. It's such a nice job. It's a lovely, and I do look at it as a job. Most people are meant to like, oh, don't look at it as a job and stuff like that. But I think it's a lovely career to have. I think I'm doing something right. I'm doing something good. I think I'm doing something to help people now. Whereas in retail, I was just plodding on.
And I know what you mean. Some people don't like to call it a job. It's more of sort of a vocation, isn't it? Or like a sort of calling, a way of life. But you can do a job with your heart and soul, can't you?
Definitely. And I think a lot more young people are getting into fostering if they did look at it as a job or a career. And I think that's what we need, really. We need so many more foster parents and carers that, it needs to be done about it, really, and make it look at it differently.
Yeah. So going back to your assessment, Suzanne, you said, you actually quite enjoyed it. So what was it like?
Well, the assessment is really, really thorough. I mean, they're going, like, who's ex-husband from 1999? I was like, oh, John. But it's good. It's a good thing that they do that, isn't it, at the
Yeah.
end of the day? But we only had one problem. My partner, they couldn't get in touch with his ex-girlfriend years ago. But that was the only problem we had, really. All my ex-employers and loads of references. All my friends gave good references, and obviously my family, and then but yeah, it was good. I've got a little dash hound and she had to do a little assessment on the dog.
And did the dachshund do well? Yeah. I think sometimes people can be worried or put off, Suzanne, can't they, about those intrusive parts or thorough parts of the assessment process where, they do have to contact ex-partners and people who've been in your life, but everything is work throughable, isn't it? Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I think I was more scared of the medical. I said, "What are you going to do? Are you going to make me do that bleep test thing that we had to do at school?"
And did they? No, they didn't.
Thank God. Imagine. Oh,
So take us back to when you found out that you've been approved, your panel day. What was that like, Suzanne?
panel day was a bit stressful because of my partner not being able to get in touch with his ex. So they were a bit like, they need to get in touch with their ex. They need, and we were in there a bit of a while, a bit long, and I was like, what's going on here? What I can't remember what he's called, like the head panel man
Yeah,
came
what was
out
it
and
like? How did you feel?
oh, I was so nervous. But they do that F1 form and everything should be covered in it and everything's done. And they ask you questions in panel and you know the answer, but I'm a bit slow. If somebody's asking you a question, you put on the spot and like, and my partner was really, really good. He was just like answering the question straight away. And I was like, God for you. And you just get put on the spot and you're like,
Yeah, but obviously they could see that you and your partner, would be wonderful foster carers. They could clearly see that.
yeah, definitely.
And you've talked about the fact that you had fostering in your life from an earlier age, from your teens. But how have your perceptions of fostering changed in the last year? Were there some things that you thought about fostering that maybe aren't true?
So yeah, I went into fostering to do short term and I always thought kids in foster care, somebody's fighting for them. So I think it's meant to be about 26 weeks for family court to go through. That's not always the case. But I always thought there was somebody fighting for these kids. If it's not mum, dad, an uncle, a cousin, a friend. So I always thought to it in what term and then they're gonna go back. So I always thought of looking after a child until somebody's proven themselves that they can actually look after these kids again. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's how I put it, and that's just not the case at
no.
all. And it's heartbreaking. And so many kids staying in foster care long term, and that's why we need more foster carers because there's so many kids staying long term. I mean, I don't know the exact stats on everything is how kids go back, but I've had one boy come here now, 3rd of June, we've had him a year, short term.
Yeah, so
But
tell
he's
us about your fostering family over the last year then. You say you've had a 9-year-old boy who's still with you now. You've also had some stayover care as well, haven't you? Tell us about how it's been over the last year.
so my first actually 2 children were sleepovers, and it got me like, like used to a nice little starter. Oh no, absolutely gorgeous. These girls, sisters, either made their own bed in the morning, they were like getting up and making their own breakfast. Like, eat out and I mean, oh, they were little darlings. And I'm still in touch with them now, actually. Just, Um, with the company, we all go out together, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's like really is nice. I had them, I got the boy who I've got now and his sister, and then just had to go, and then I've had think 6 more students.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I see them all.
Yeah. And are you mostly doing, stay over care and short term, even though you say you've had a child with you for a year now, so that might go on longer. But what sort of fostering are you mainly sticking to?
Yeah, short-term covers. I think if the right, this sounds so silly, that if the right came and they were looking for a long term, I'm sure I'd children with a heartbeat,
Yeah.
it's, we take each day as it comes, I think.
And how have you found being part of the fostering agency in general? There's a lot of training and things you can learn. Have you taken advantage of any of that?
Yeah, it's been really good. So yeah, I've all your mandatory training, all your training today that you have to do. And then there's courses where you can just type in and it'll come up. So I had a child that had been sexually abused. So I just typed in what's real sexual abuse and a course came up. It wasn't really like it was a course, but it gave me a real good idea of how to answer questions and deal with it because I've never anything like that. Wouldn't have a clue. So it was really nice to go online and just put in and it all come up and it answered lots of questions. It was really good. Another one I did was autism, and so um doing the therapeutic behaviour one, in the middle of that one, now, quite a long one. But yeah, I've loved the training. I've loved how it can just type in anything. It's really good.
I think, Suzanne, that can be something that can sound quite daunting to some people who are thinking about foster caring, that they might have children come to live with them who've had very difficult prior experiences and have unfortunately experienced abuse. But do you feel that you've been equipped to deal with that?
I was scared when I got told what these kids had been through. I was like, I don't know whether I can do this. I don't know whether I can do it. Like, but they were like, you've got such good like people around you. I've obviously got my social worker who's absolutely excellent. But there's everybody in the office as well. So if he's off, I know I can just phone anybody in that office and help me. And then we've also got like other carers who just need a bit of advice. So like in a year, I've so many carers and like other people who are in the same situation that can help you. It's really good. It's like a little family. We all know each other. How's it
Lovely.
going?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's brilliant. And what would you say it is deep down, Suzanne, that keeps you going? What is it that motivates you?
Oh, I like having this nice job that I feel like I'm doing something good. Um, I don't know what motivates me really. There's so many kids that need them, and it's heartbreaking. Really is.
And of course, because of that, we do need more foster carers. So how would you encourage people to consider it?
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? And at least like a spare room, a bit of love, a lot of love actually, and a lot of time. Just I think anybody who likes kids and who wants to do well by children be absolutely brilliant at this job. Really good. Like I think with the company that I work for, we've got such a good network. I think we're going out for afternoon tea next week,
Nice.
so that's nice. We go on part. We took all the kids to Ninja Warrior the other week, and the kids love getting together as well because when we're there in the same situation, we're all chatting. All the carers and the social workers are there. And it's a lovely network. I've got a friend that works for the council and she doesn't have any of that. And I'm like, oh, do you work together? And like, anyone else in the area? What's really, really not. And I said, oh, and I said, come over to us. I remember going afternoon tea, Ninja Warrior. Oh, we go out, go all over. We even just have beach days and stuff like that in the summer. It's lovely.
Amazing.
Even just phoning somebody or just texting somebody, it means the difference, especially when they're in the same situation, because your friends who don't really understand fully.
Yeah.
I do have a friend that's a teacher, and she's good. I'm like, oh my God, what would you do in this situation?
Yeah.
Like, right, take his phone off him or do this or do
Yeah.
that. But yeah.
Oh, well, Suzanne, it's been really, really lovely to chat to you today. Thank you so much for joining us. And just to finish off, really, you said before that you do see it as a job, but a job that means an awful lot to you. I mean, I imagine you'd say it's the best job you've ever had.
Definitely. It is. I feel like I've found my calling. I know it sounds really stupid,
Not at
but
all.
it's lovely. It is such a nice job to do, and I love it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Voices of Fostering. If you'd like to find out more, head online and search National Fostering Group and make this the year you foster.